I'm going to hand over to May. Could you tell us what is next for the Health Play Innovation Awards, please?
Yes, thank you, Laura. I
Welcome.
can tell you what is next. For those who don't know, I'm May and the Insight and Impact Manager here at Starlight. And part of my role is to kind of oversee managing the Health Play Innovation Award. And excitingly, we can tell you today that we will be launching the award again. So we've seen all the successes of the 2025 award, and we are going to be running it again for 2026. So applications will open today, and I will talk everyone through a little bit about what you need to do to apply if you're interested, and what sort of thing we might be looking for. So a bit like Susan, I will probably just show some slides and talk through other ones, but it will all be on the recording for people to refer back to. So if you move on to the next slide. We've heard so much today about what innovation is in health play, and just to make it kind of really clear about how we think about it at Starlight, we really think about it in these 3 stages, and we've heard today about so many of the kind of challenges or problems that children and young people or health professionals might face in healthcare. And then so many great examples of how health play can be the solution to those challenges. So when you're applying, if you want to apply for the 2026 award, we really want you to be kind of working through this cycle and really be at the delivery and evaluation stage of your innovation. So you've come up with a solution to a challenge using play, and you've started to test it out and see whether it works, and you're able to show us a little bit of impact as well. Next slide, please. Hannah, there we go. So just a quick rundown of the timeline. As I said, applications will open today. The information will all be on the website, hopefully by the end of the day, and you'll see an apply button as well. Applications will close in February next year, so we are giving people a little bit longer than last year to make their application. We'll have shortlisting in February before the panel of judges come together in March, and this will be made up of a mix of our CEO, Kathy Gilman, as well as people from the health or the innovation sectors. And then from May, we will begin to celebrate the winner and the runners-up with some celebration ceremonies at each person's setting as well. Next slide, please. This is just to sort of reiterate what sort of applications are we looking for. So as I said, you must have sort of delivered your innovation to some extent, and we're saying within the past 6 years, and that's just to make it kind of relevant for the time that we're in at the moment. You must have used play to address a challenge in your setting, and your innovation must have positively impacted children's healthcare experiences. And I'll talk a bit about how you show that in a minute. Just some practical things. Applications are open to any individual or team of healthcare professionals, and you can apply directly yourself. So you don't have to be nominated like you might be for some of our other awards. You can just put your application in yourself. Next slide, please. So if you're interested, what do you need to do to apply? There are a couple of things we would recommend doing before you sit down and kind of make your application. One is that we've got loads of guidance on our website. We've got some frequently asked questions. So if you're thinking of a question, it might be on there. So check it out. We also have an example application form. So this will help you to see the questions in advance that you will need to answer for your application. But also, if you can't find what you need on our website, please just contact us at that email address, and we'd be more than happy to support. And then second and thirdly, it's about kind of collating the information that you might need for your application. So there's a question in there around evidencing your impact and how you've measured, how you know whether your innovation has worked. So you could provide us with some testimonials or quotes, some stats, which we've seen some really good examples of today. You may also want to upload photos or videos of your innovation being delivered, and that will help the judges to kind of see your innovation being delivered, bring it to life for them really. So just consider kind of collating that information before you make your application. And just to say, in the red there, you just must have suitable permissions and consent to share anything with us as well. And then finally, again, this is going to be sort of for reference. I won't go through all of this now, but I think it's really important to make sure that we're being really transparent about the way that the judges will choose a winner and a runners up, and the runners up. And so they will kind of work through this criteria on the screen. So they'll consider 5 sort of areas. The first one being kind of how innovative is the project, kind of have they seen this thing before? But importantly as well, it doesn't matter if they have seen this thing before, it's about whether it's innovative within your setting. So have you kind of overcome a challenge that's specific to your setting and showed that innovation in that way? So don't worry about not knowing everything that's happening within the sector. Secondly, have you been able to evidence the impact? Thirdly, is your project kind of inspirational to others? Would it inspire others to do the same thing? Is it scalable? Could it be picked up by someone else and kind of put into another setting? And is it aligned with Starlight values? And you can see the values on the screen there. So that was, again, a bit of a whistle-stop tour, but on the final slide, you can see the link to the website and the email if you'd like any support with applying for these awards. And yeah, please just get in touch if you have any questions.